What is a dead giveaway that you're unattractive? I was a bridesmaid for a friend's wedding. One random lady walked up to me and told me I was so beautiful no matter what anyone says. What? We were on a camp and played this teenage kissing game. A girl that I had never quite interacted with before said that she won't participate if I do. It didn't feel quite nice. When people try to compliment your appearance, and only ever land on brave. The only person who says you are handsome or pretty is grandma. Children stare at you with too much concern in their eyes. If you tell a self-deprecating joke, everyone will look uncomfortable or get quiet. Your family never asks why you're single. One time a girl in my history class looked at me with the most disgusted look on her face and said, "I'm not sitting next to him." When the local nutter who chats up all the women doesn't. The only compliment you get is that you're funny. When the popular kids would prank their friends by getting you to ask their friend out. Small kids saying you're ugly. You get the sympathy smile. You never get compliments about your looks. Compliments about how helpful you are, how smart or caring or any other personality aspect, but never ever hearing you are handsome. You've never been complimented on your looks. If a kid tells you, the constant "not my type" rejection. Strangers' eyes never linger. Well, one time a very pretty friend of mine was doing a photo shoot for fun and wanted me to do it with her, and when the photographer took some test shots for different angles, he looked at all of mine and was like, we can always edit things in Photoshop too." The reflection in your mirror refuses to look at you. Looking in the mirror usually does it for me. Count on your fingers how many times somebody has hit on you. Then see if you have any fingers up. Never having been asked out by a man, but always wholeheartedly being considered one of the guys in friend groups. A reminder that you're socially enjoyable to be around, but not in any way dateable. When you go out of your way to make a major style or appearance changes like a bold new hairstyle, or bold new style choice, and no one notices it. When you're playing spin the bottle and when it lands on you everyone goes, "Alright, spin it again." People coming up to your friends while you're out with them and only talking to the friend and not even acknowledging my existence. Teehee. Ew. When people try to cheer you up when you're upset but the only thing they come up with is your great personality or your humor. When guys ask you out as a joke or people, especially girls, are making fun of you, shit still hurts to this day. Nobody wants to talk to you unless they have to. 1. Being single for years. 2. Never being complimented. 3. Always being made fun at for the way you look. 4. Never having a hug from anyone, and when it does happen it's 10 years in between. 5. Never being able to freely smile cause the teeth are bad. I got confirmation in middle school when I had to do a speech in front of a large class. It was when my voice was turning. And somehow, I made it through the entire speech without it cracking once. Later at lunch, a girl in that class one had a crush on walked up to our table. "You have a very sexy voice. I would love to date you to hear it more. But I can't date someone as ugly as you." When your dog licks your face and then licks his balls to get rid of the taste. Men going out of their way to make fun of you. I have to take so many pictures to take a good one these days. Being invisible. When I weighed more I was invisible. Since losing weight people hold the door for me. They smile. They start up conversations. They offer to let me go ahead in line. People don't compliment on how you look. When you change something small about your appearance, people don't even notice because they don't expect anything good with your appearance. People fawn over your selfies on social media because they think you need the confidence boost and it makes them feel like they're supporting charity. After reading this thread, I'm convinced I'm way less attractive than the 5 I thought I was. When even your sister in a very personal conversation says that you lost the Genipool lottery and she was dead-ass serious. If you're a woman and you brag about your own appearance, I've found that those who aren't conventionally attractive are encouraged and told to express their confidence loud and proud, while those who are considered very attractive are told they're being shallow and self-absorbed. I've always thought it was condescending and patronizing, but I don't say so 'cause I think most people don't agree with me. When a kid tells you that your teeth are nice and yellow. True story. When I was early 20s and lamenting to my mother about how I hadn't had a true long-term relationship and she comes back and says you're pretty in your own ways. Still hurts. I guess she was just speaking the truth. Though. Because now mid-40s and still single face with cold sweat. You're treated like you don't exist. Parents giving you pork chops to wear around your neck so the dogs play with you. Thank you, Rodney. Here's a quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face. When you get kicked out of group pictures and asked to take the picture instead. When you tell a customer, "Sir, I can help you over here," and they go the cashier next to you and say, "No thanks, I only go to the pretty girls." When the dentist tells you blatantly you are not very attractive, you should consider plastic surgery. You make Employee of the Month but your month has no photo, but all the other months do. I have more, but reliving these moments are bad enough. I don't even want to be attractive, but I wish I was at least a tiny bit pretty. I was born ugly. I have accepted it. I'm okay. People avoid sitting beside me in the bus, they would rather stand. So there is that. If a child says you're ugly. If you're hanging out with someone else of the same gender and you're always the one that people approach with, "Hey, is your friend single?" My friends or other ladies in the vicinity would get hit on or complimented, and then they'd see me standing there and go, "Oh, you're nice too, I guess. Thanks." My fucking face. The townsfolk with pitchforks and torches chasing me through the village was a pretty good clue. That disgusted look you get from the person in the mirror. This one is easy. Members of the opposite sex don't try to talk to you. Ever. Good-looking people have men or women consistently making efforts to connect with them. Ugly people don't. People watch away from you when you walk past them. Like they all do. If you're ugly, people will let you know. I've been bullied all my life for it. I thought it'd end after school. LMAO, dude, I'm in my 30s and yesterday some stranger asked if I was already wearing a mask for Halloween? I'm like a super nice person, but I'm still shat on multiple times a week for something I have no control over. If you don't hear ugly jokes, then you're at least average looking. That's the thing. There's a billion subtle giveaways. But there truly are no dead giveaways. If you're unattractive, you can easily go on without realizing it or being told. Friends and family will tell white lies and say you're a cute or something. But strangers will just ignore you. Peoples don't look you in the eyes. Their regards fly you. The sobbing and screaming children whenever you walk by. Talk to a stranger. If you're attractive, it's nice and flirty. If you're unattractive, it is creepy and weird. When you're so bad, it's not even something you can be on the fence about. You look in the mirror and see you're ugly. My brother's friend said, "Man, your sister is ugly." We were like 12, disappointed. Flowers wilt when you pass them.